What's up, guys? Welcome to Slop Slocks Thunderdome edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. Everybody knows that. If you've never seen the show before, do yourself a favor right now. Hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and get the notifications on. You're never going to want to miss another one of these for as long as you live. While you're doing all that, I'm going to introduce you to today's panel, the men that are going to make you a ton of cash. Both of them are named Matt. The first one is almost always here. Always, all the time, always. I wasn't going to say he's an Eagle fan, but both of them are. The great DeadPresPicks on Twitter, Matt McEwen. What's up, bro?
What's going on, boys? Yeah, ready to go. I sat out of the Thunderdome last week. Was
Nice.
Picking up a lot of wins, so I was trying to give someone else a win.
I hear you. Things have changed. I'm going to let you know how they've changed since.
Yeah. I want an update on this. Yeah, but ready to go. We got a great weekend of football. A lot of games. Good college football slate as well. So it's always good to see you on a Friday.
I hear you. You know what else we got, Matt? Basketball.
Yep. You keep reminding me of this. Yeah. Yesterday on the stream, too. I forgot, too. Yeah.
NBA's back. NBA's back. Yeah, dude, on the Dub Club stream, I didn't even know we were doing that.
How about the Wizards?
My name, and I was like, wait, is that the same link? Is he just – do we use the same link every time?
One every week. Yep.
It's the same one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to go in anytime nowadays.
Yeah.
Dude.
Copy and paste your notes or something.
I'm just going to pop in, dude. Yeah, I saved it now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, well, cool. That was fun. Our other guest is my friend in the green sweatshirt, the great Matt Modi. He joins me every single day, Monday through Thursday, on the world's greatest sports betting show. He's now into the Thunderdome, and he has no idea that if he loses today, he has to pay one person in the comments $50. What's up, Matt? What do you think of that, buddy?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't sign up for that. That was not broadcasted to me. But I guess the only thing I can do is just not lose. So it won't be a problem if I just don't lose.
All right. So what I'm talking about here is the Matt rule, because the Matt McEwen rule, DeadPres rule, maybe we'll call it, is we got too many guys coming in here and throwing out first touchdown bets. I know they've been hitting. I know
they hit a lot. It was like 30 straight plays.
It's getting ridiculous to the point where we got to tighten up a little bit.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is all three of us are going to give 3 picks. I think if we parlay all of them, that'll be a 9-leg parlay because that's how math works. And if we all sweep, we all hit a 3-leg parlay. But the problem is we're getting too many wild bets, way too many wild bets. Like, I don't mind some wild bets, but these are wild, which is different. All right. So what we're going to do is whoever finishes with the least amount of units has to pay somebody in the comments $50. But here's the thing. It's not just going to be anybody with some nonsense comment, okay? You can't come in here and just say anything. You have to throw in a banger in the comments, all right? So anyone watching now, all you're going to do, throw in your best bet for the weekend. It could be from Friday, could be for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just has to win. Okay. Once you've won, guess what happens now, Matt?
Well, we're both Matt.
The loser, I know. That's how you get both your attention. The loser of this show will go into the comments and pick out one person who won their bet, and they will get $50. That loser last week was me somehow. I don't know how I lost. I'm still looking through it because Tommy G went 1-2, but he did some of that. He did that tricky nonsense where he took.
I saw what he did.
Yeah, you saw what he did. He took
the touchdown and
one guy to score a touchdown and then that team to win. It was like daily for Army, first half touchdown plus Army, which literally nobody can do because it's a college player prop.
Yeah, I think that shouldn't count.
I'm not even. Yeah, but I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna say it was weak or weird. I'm gonna say, all right, I did lose because he went 1-2, but his bet was a plus 134 that won. I went 1-2 because Jameson Williams, I guess, didn't take his roids last week. I don't know what happened, but he didn't get 50+ yards. And then Justin Jefferson should have went 100+, but he did not. Thank God for me that David Njoku caught 5+ balls. He actually caught 10, so I shouldn't have wimped out. You know, because his 5+ was plus 112, but 6+ was even better, and I would not be paying people $50. But that's not what happened. So the person I chose, obviously, was the great Tyree Savage. He is a longtime stream viewer, participant on this channel. He took Njoku to score a touchdown at like plus $1 million, and it hit. So Tyree, you're going to win. I want you to contact Nigel somehow, or Nigel's going to try and contact you in your mentions, or I don't even know how YouTube works. I don't know how Nigel's going to do it, but Nigel's going to figure out a way to contact Tyree. Okay, or you contact him, whatever. It's all good. And and Nigel will Venmo you the $50. Okay, so nice work, way to win. And this week I'm gonna go first. It's gonna be me, then it's gonna be DeadPres, then it's gonna be Modi. But Modi, never fear, you're gonna go first in the second round. Yep. Okay,
love it.
Come all the way back. It's gonna be awesome. My first bet of the Thunderdome of this week is not going to be a basketball one. It was going to be one, but I'm going to save that. It's going to be my guy, Cedric Tillman, wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns, 5+ receptions. It's plus 280 at Caesars right now. That is ridiculous. And I'll tell you why. They're playing the Ravens, the Cleveland Browns, all right? The Ravens, you can't run on them. You just can't. You're going to have to throw it. But here's the thing. Everybody can throw on the Ravens. Go look through. Every single quarterback that's played them has lit them up. Everybody. We're talking I think the AOC from the Raiders, that's everybody. If he likes you up, literally everybody did. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it was Gardner Minshew.
It was Gardner.
One of those guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. But my point is, everybody lights him up. All right. We get Jameis this week. The great Jameis Winston. We're talking Jameis here. Dude, he is going to be all over the map. He's going to throw 2 picks anyways just to get them behind. So there is that. But look, outside receivers have just dominated, literally dominated the Baltimore Ravens. Every single outside receiver there is. We're talking Rashee Rice back when he had 2 knees. We had Devontae Adams back when he played for the Raiders. Everybody, go look through. Everybody gets at least 5 catches and 100 yards. We only need 5 catches. That's it. 5 catches plus 280. That is a gift. I'm now 1-0. DeadPres, you're up, dude.
Before my pick, I do want to congratulate. I know Tommy's not here, but he finally at least won a bet in the Thunderdome. I think he went 4 weeks without one. So
yeah,
at least he got that.
Even though it was one of those weird.
Yeah, it doesn't really count.
Dude, people were complaining in the comments about it, and I was like, normally I get kind of mad when people complain. So I'm like, shut up. You know what I mean? I don't even read the complaint. Just dude, you're complaining. Shut up. They had a valid complaint. What are you doing, Tommy?
Maybe Tommy needed it. He just needed to.
He needed something. But yeah, I mean, it was bad. I was like, Tommy, what are you doing? And then he did it twice.
He did it again.
He did it twice. He did it with the Navy guy, and he did it with the Army guy. Big service academy guy. I don't know. He's going through some shit, Tommy is. So I hope he's all right.
Yeah, that's his Tommy. All right, I'm gonna go Tobias Harris. All right, I hate Tobias Harris. I'm sure you do too, Matt.
I know you do.
And so we both hate Tobias Harris. But anyway, 15+ points tonight. You can get it at plus 105. So here's the thing, and I'm trying to actually sweep this. I always try to actually sweep, but we're not going to do any crazy plays this week. We're going to try to hit the 9-legger, but we'll start it tonight. Tobias played a lot of minutes last game, which I'm looking at here, 36 minutes in that loss against the Pacers. He did score 13 points, 6 for 13 from the floor. Now, he was only 1 for 6 from 3. So the volume was there. On this Pistons team, the Pistons are terrible. I mean, they have Kate Cunningham, who's going to lead the team in attempts and scoring. But outside of that, Tobias should be the second, maybe third option at worst offensively. And if he can continue, to log 36+ minutes a night, he should average 15 or more. As bad as he was last year with the Sixers, he still averaged 17 points per game. So I think he's in a good spot here in Detroit. They're a bad team. He's probably going to put up pretty good numbers this year. And I think he starts it tonight here with getting us to 15+. So you can get that at plus money, but lock that in. His normal total is 13.5. If you want to just be safe, if you're worried he's only going to score 14, you could do that. I recommend against it. I'd rather see that plus sign. So we'll ride with Tobias tonight.
What do you say to the people that say they're playing the Cavaliers and they're probably going to get run out of the gym?
No, I don't think so. See, but now last night, John, you said that about the Wizards.
I know.
You were right.
That was my way in. Let's go.
But they almost they scratched and I think they lost by 20. What was the spread? 14.5. So they weren't that far off of it. No, I actually think the Pistons compete tonight, guys. I think they compete enough to stay in it. They probably should have won that game against the Pacers. I don't know if you want. I actually had the Pacers spread. I don't know how they covered that, but
yeah, that was wild.
That was nuts that they ended up covering that at the end. But yeah, I think the Pistons. What we were saying yesterday, Frisky means bad. I'll call them frisky because I think they could be frisky this year. And they're bad, but they might be fun, kind of. I don't know. They'll compete enough here, guys, with the Cavs and keep it close so he can at least play the fourth quarter.
I've been hearing the word frisky and feisty on this channel for the last few days, and it was about the Toronto Raptors last time. So
you're going to hear that a lot early in the season with these teams, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's going to be a common.
It's a great way to describe a bad team. Anyways, I like the pick. I think that happened. I just wanted to bring up the fact that you said the Wizards would cover yesterday, and I said they wouldn't. That's all. That's all I wanted to do. That happened. We can move on now. What's up, Modai? You're ready, right?
Yeah, well, I have like a Rolodex of like 8 plays between the NBA and the NFL that I'm trying to scramble through. So I decided to just go with the one that I know is going to hit. And I'm going to go with Jaden Reed, 75 plus receiving yards, plus 210 odds at Bet365.
Ooh,
okay.
Spicy. This is probably my favorite type of bet, where people are going to see that he had 28 receiving yards 2 weeks ago. They're going to see that he had 10 receiving yards last week, and they're going to say, you're an idiot. Why would you bet him to get the 75?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite type of play. We get a guy like Jaden Reed, who's basically a Deshaun Jackson, and how boomer bust he is. You don't know what he did the first 3 games that he had when Jordan Love was playing quarterback. I'm taking out the Malik Willis starts because those don't really count.
They don't count.
Don't count. Week 1, 138. Week 2, or I guess second game with Jordan Love, 139. Third game with Jordan Love, 78. So it only makes sense that he was going to have a couple down days in a row after just blowing up for the first 3 starts with Jordan Love. And not only do we get a fade recent results type of situation, but we get a beautiful matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have, according to DVOA, the worst pass defense in the entire NFL. They've allowed the 2nd most passing yards, the 4th most receiving yards, specifically to wide receivers. What I like about the Jags is that they decided to be a little bit different and play man coverage while everybody else is playing zone. They're playing man at the highest rate in the NFL. The problem with that is they're very bad at it. And if you look at Jaden Reed, technically he's got better production against zone. But if you trust advanced stats from fantasy points, he grades out significantly better, both separation score and win rate against man as opposed to zone. And he's got the best separation score against man coverage on the Packers. He's going to have a couple big plays down the field. He's probably going to get to 150 yards. I just need him to do half of that. And we're cashing plus 210, which is just an insane price on someone like Jaden Reed. So that's my first play.
I might tail that too. Did you have 85, 95, 100 before you found out about, the fact that you'd have to pay someone if you lost?
No. Well, so on my own channel, I gave him out starting at 60 all the way up to 100, and I just decided to cut the middle and take 75 plus because I know we're not doing crazy stuff. But if you wanted to get crazy, 100 plus is plus 550, which I think
might
that's
do that.
that's an insane. That's an insane.
That can be it.
Not playing with the 75 stuff. I mean, here's the thing: I can't lose again this week, so I gotta stay conservative, or else I'm gonna have to start my own shit coin to raise some cash. But you're up, Matt. Go ahead, buddy. Modai.
Yeah, I don't understand what that joke was in reference to, but I'll just try and move on here. All right. So do I go NBA? Do I go NFL? Just curious. What's your guys' how much NFL versus NBA you guys doing?
I got 2 NFL, 1 NBA.
I'm not telling.
We'll blend.
Okay, I appreciate the Eagles fan, Matt, for
yeah, I got you. I know, John.
All right, I'm gonna go. We'll go NBA. We'll go 1-1, and then we'll decide what to do with the last one. I'm gonna go with my favorite NBA play tonight: Damian Lillard, 8+ assists, plus 120 odds at FanDuel. If you wanted to go spicy, you could take 10+ at plus 375. And I'm not going to talk anybody out of a spicy play, of course. Perfect buy low spot for Damian Lillard assist. People are going to say that the haters are only going to say that he had 6 in the first game. He had 18 potential assists. He was one of 5 players that had 18 potential assists in their first game. He's the only one, literally the only one that did not get to double-digit assists. Everybody else got to at least 10. And if you look at NBA.com, which gives you like an adjusted assist number, and all that does is just add secondary assists, and it adds passes that directly led to fouls. He should have had 8 assists. So I'm counting that as an 8 assist night for Damian Lillard. Should have the similar role that he had in that game. No Chris Middleton. He's going to run a ton of pick and rolls with Giannis and with Brook Lopez. And he's got a Bulls defense that's just got shredded with assists in the first game of the year. One of the guys that had 18 potential assists was your boy, John, DeJounte Murray.
Correct.
10 assists. He had 18 potential assists, 13 adjusted assists. Of all the teams in week 1, the Bulls gave up the most points to the roll man on the pick and roll. Sounds great for a high usage pick and roll guard like Damian Lillard. Probably going to run a ton of pick and rolls with Giannis and with Brook Lopez. Lopez is more of a pick and pop type of guy as opposed to a roll. But we get a Giannis roll to the basket and we're good to go there. The Bulls are a beautiful matchup for point guard assist props. They were last year. That's been the case this year. So Damian Lillard, A+ assist, disrespectful number. I'll gladly take advantage.
Feels right.
Yep.
What do you think of that? You locked into NBA, Matt? Because
yeah, like a little bit. I mean, it doesn't sound like it because the last 2 days I forgot it was on. But I've been
that's what I'm saying. But I feel like you didn't even know it was on, and then the first pick you came out with Tobias Harris, which was like, all right, now I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've been playing it. I'm just still focused. Like it depends the day. Like today, I'll focus more. But I'd rather watch like Boise State UNLV tonight than NBA.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that game.
We can't quite get there yet. It's early in the year and. But I mean, I'm still there. I'm ready. I'm still throwing in my parlays and I got all my bets. I'm writing up some articles on it, but yeah, I'll be ready to go.
Okay. Well, here, how about you go right now?
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go. Listen, my 2 NFL picks, the thing, I'm sure you guys know this, but the public has been on fire the last 2 weeks. So all my NFL picks this week are gross, but it worked last night. I bet on the Rams. They won that one. So that was a good start to kind of these gross bets that don't sound great, but I think they're going to come through. We were just talking about Jameis Winston. We're going to bet on him and the Browns. 7.5 plus 7.5 is at plus 102. So slight little plus money sign there. But they take on the Ravens this week. Everyone's probably going to hate this bet. But listen, with Jameis under center, it can't get worse for the Browns than what we've seen. And I don't think the Browns are like that bad. I think just when Deshaun Watson was in the lineup, it just made them that bad. So I think defensively, they're still decent. They got Nick Chubb back in the lineup. Which is big for that offense. Trying to lean on him a bit in the run game. But I just think, listen, Jameis is going to make the game fun regardless. It's going to be a fun game to watch. 7.5 points. The Ravens have played a lot of their games close this season with the exception of that one blowout that they picked up against the Bills. Most of their games have been one score. I know that one against the Bucs last week ended by 10, but the Bucs were dealt a tough hand, right? Once Mike Evans went out and Godwin got hurt. So I think we're going to see a close one here. Browns at home. They're going to be fired up with Jameis under center, and they're going to compete. And I think there's a chance that they pull this one off outright, but I'm going to take them with the spread here at 7.5.
I like it. I'm pretty much all over the Browns passing game, so I'm into any of that. I want them to play from behind.
Okay.
I also love how you're like, I'm going to go safe, and then the first 2 things you do are take Tobias Harris, and then you take the Cleveland Browns right behind it. Like, all right.
You're safe. I mean, they're safer than the other ones. Like,
yeah,
safer.
Yeah, no, I hear safe, and then I hear Tobias Harris and Cleveland Browns. I'm like, I'm going to need an explanation on what safe means. Those are the 2. Okay. Those are ones, I'll be honest with you, they obviously could cash. They probably will. It's just, man. All right. I'm gonna go to the NBA. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Friday night NBA is like my favorite day of the week. It is just awesome. You know what I mean? Like it reminds me of baseball during the summer where, you know what I mean? Like you got all the games are coming on. Generally they're all at night, just like NBA is always at night. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's just always the Friday nights. It's such a feel-good night going to the weekend. Now we got NBA with football. So you might as well start out with Jalen Wilson, 10-plus points, plus 160 at Caesars. He plays for the Nets. I don't know if you watched that game the other night, but he looks like a future Hall of Famer, albeit that was against a lot of second-string guys, but whatever. We don't care. We've seen 10 points. I think he's their 6th man, even though he plays more than some of the starters. So I think he still gets like 30-plus minutes. The idea that the Summer League MVP can't score 10 points in like 30 minutes is crazy to me, especially at plus 160, especially with the kind of ball he plays. I know they're playing the Magic, but again, he's not even getting the top guys. Like he's going to play against their bench. It's 10 points, dude. 10 points. That's it. He took like 40 shots last game. He had a bunch of free throws. I mean, this kid takes threes. I mean, so we got a lot of ways to get there. It's not like we're taking some center that has to get like 5 dunks. It's not even close. You know what I mean? Like he's literally just he's a scorer. That's what he does. So That's good. Again, I still can't believe 160 exists. Full disclosure, this might be because I took them the other night 10 plus at plus 330 and that hit. So that might be why I'm taking it again, but whatever. Plus 160 is just amazing. Yeah. What do you think of that, Modai?
I was wondering if you're going to go right back to them. It's like the books are starting to catch on, but you're still getting the plus sign. So I like it.
Nice.
I took him that first game saying I'm locked in. I had him all the way up to 12 plus, John, which was like 600. So
wow.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people on him, but because the line made no sense. I mean,
yeah, that's percent that. Well, since we're telling Piston stories, I was going to take him 15 plus 1,300, but I didn't.
I could have.
Actually, because it disappeared and came back at 950, and then I have morals and principles.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it.
You just couldn't do that.
Yeah. But all right. So speaking of going back to the well, for my third bet, I'm going to go to a guy called Miles McBride. He plays for the New York Knicks. He also comes off the bench, second stringer, but he's not a bench guy. He's fully in the rotation. He's part of the team. He probably sits with them at lunch and stuff. So there's that. He needs 12 points. It's plus 105 at DraftKings. I couldn't get the plus 105 at DraftKings because they limited me. It's not nice. And it wasn't even worth playing. So shout out to DraftKings for that. You guys are hitting it out of the park with all of your hires recently and you're limiting. But ESPN Bet had even money. So I went even money, 12 plus points for Miles McBride. He scored 22. I don't know if you guys watched this, the game the other night. He scored 22 points. He was the only guy on the Knicks that looked like he played basketball before. Yeah. All right. On top of that, great hair. I don't know if you saw his hair. If I could grow my hair like that, I would, but I can't. So I'm kind of jealous about that. But, dude, 12 points for Miles McBride. We're going to look back at this. Historians are going to look back at this and be like, what were they doing? The books. Like, did they even watch basketball? Because this kid's nasty. He can score literally from anywhere. Like, he can hit shots from the parking lot, the locker room if he wanted to. He can do whatever he wants out there. He's got the Pacers. They let you finish at the rim. That you can shoot threes against them. They run up and down the floor. I don't know that they even know that there's a shot clock. Like they don't know. It go as quick as possible. We're going to see extra possessions. We also could see an ass beating from either one of these teams just because those fast-paced games tend to turn out like that sometimes where one team just gets the upper hand and it's like quicksand for the other one. No matter what happens here, we're good with Miles McBride because he'll be on the floor, 12 plus points. Mm-hmm. It's a lock, dude.
It's a lot. It is. Yeah, I think that's going to be an interesting game tonight, right? A little rematch from the playoffs last year. So, should see a good one. I actually think the Knicks win that. So hopefully McBride goes off and they get me a cover and you can cash your prop. Should be a good one.
I'm waiting for you, Matt. I think we all are.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be a pick behind that. I was like, look at
I was giving my
segue right here, man. Like this guy.
My analysis. I was hoping you jumped in. All right, my last bet. I'm going to go with the Commanders. Now, a lot of people out there. I don't think Jaden Daniels is going to play either, but I kind of like that. All right, I kind of like the angle if it is Marcus Mariota. Some people are saying Jaden Daniels is system quarterback after last week.
Everybody's
saying that. People, it's just what some people are saying, but I do think even with Mariota, Washington will win this game. They're plus 136 right now on the money line. I just think they're good, and I think Matt, our Eagles might be in trouble here in the division. I still think it'll be close, but the Commanders are way better than I expected. I thought early in the year it might just be a little lightning in the bottle, but they've really impressed. I think they're a good defensive team. And their ability to run the ball with Brian Robinson, I think, will open up the passing game. Now, it was the Panthers that Mariota put those numbers up against, so we have to be kind of cautious with that. But nonetheless, I'm going to take the value here at home. And there is the chance, hey, maybe Daniels does suit up and play. I don't think he will, but in that case, we could beat the line here and get it up plus 136. This game also got flexed out. I didn't realize. So they flexed the Eagles out, and then they flexed this game out of primetime. So they did 3 flexes this week, and they ended up with the 49ers and Cowboys. So we'll see how that plays out. But a lot of flexing.
That's
a lot of flexing going on. A lot of flexing.
Yeah. I feel like they should have just kept it here. It's still a fun game. But yeah, we'll see. I think the Commanders win it.
It is fun.
Sorry if you hear the dog toy squeaking in the background.
My dog's.
I thought that was DeadPresPicks' dog.
Yeah, my dog's always squeaking usually. I don't know where she is.
I get mine at a bone right now.
I try to give her something.
That's just
squeak.
That's just dog life. Yeah,
living the dream.
They're just squeaking away. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's again, dude, with the safe, even with the safe bets, Matt can't go safe. He goes right away with Mariota now. So Harris and
I was gonna do the Bengals, but there was -1 or 2, and I don't.
Yeah, I'm with you. No, dude, I'm all for it. It's so funny to me.
Yeah.
No matter what, he has to walk the tightrope. He can't. You know what I mean?
I told you the books are gonna be ugly this week, but the books are due for a week like this.
They are. I'll be honest.
A lot of ugly
Harris
teams.
Gonna drop 30 points tonight. Watch.
Yeah, it's gonna
watch. That's just what happens.
That'd be something.
That's the DeadPres effect.
Maybe we'll ladder him up to 30. Why not?
All right, Modi. We are 8-0 so far.
Yeah,
close it.
Yeah.
No
pressure.
No pressure at all. Yeah, to comment on the last play, I do agree with you that the Commanders are good, but my aversion to Marcus Mariota outweighs that, and I just could not get behind that one. But I hope it comes true. I hope it does.
Yeah, we need it for the live.
Yeah. All right. I got a couple plays that I'm debating between. I'm gonna go. John, you probably won't like this one because it's not betting on a bench player, but it's not a 3-point prop, so I am learning my lesson there. Yeah.
Hey, timeout real quick, just so we can fill in DeadPres. So Modi, before the season, the basketball season, so it was the other day, he puts out a thread of his spreadsheet from last year. He has it broken down into all the markets that he bet, right? And it was like, he was like, I thought I was much better at 3-point market. I thought I was way better at that, but my ROI was what it was. It was not good. It was a profitable, but just not like, it wasn't like his other stuff was like really good. And you're like, oh, so he's going to go after points and whatever it was. He can explain what it was. So he immediately comes out with, after saying all that, he immediately comes out with a 3-point prop. The first thing he does is, I'm going to take this guy over 3. I'm just like, dude, you got the data right in front of you. You're a data guy. That's no other data guy that I know, like more of a data guy than Modi, and immediately goes right against his data that he has, his scouting report on himself.
Sometimes you got to do it.
So to your credit, that is a big deal that you didn't show up today with a 3-point prop.
Yep, I did not, and I'm 0 for 4 on 3-point props this year, so it has not been going well. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Tyrese Maxey, 35 plus points, plus 220 odds at Bet365.
Okay,
I think the books are showing their hand a little bit with this price. You would think that 30 plus would be plus money, but it's not. It's like minus 113 that you're getting for him to score 30. So the books know that he's going to go off. And the frisky Raptors, there's always the risk of a blowout with the frisky Raptors, but the Sixers also are not great without Joel Embiid and Paul George. I mean, they just got stomped by the Bucks. They just got stomped by the Bucks.
Maxey played 38 minutes in that game,
and he shot like a billion times.
He played 38 minutes, and he took 31 shots.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of shots. He scored 25 points. So it's not like you're looking at it at the box score and you thought he sucked, but like 10 for 31 is not good. He did not shoot well from 3. I can tell you that because I bet on his 3-pointers. That was one of my 4 losses. But
he immediately takes a 3.
Yeah. But going up against, they really the reason why they couldn't score, Maxey couldn't score. He kept trying to challenge Booker Lopez around the rim, which is not how my scouting report would go on how you target the Bucks. The good news is, nobody on the Raptors would mistake you for Brook Lopez. Jakob Poeltl's not terrible.
They got Jakob.
Yeah, Jakob's not bad.
Circle of trust, Jakob.
He's not Brook Lopez. And in the game, the first game of the year, the Raptors, they played the Cavaliers. They got absolutely annihilated via the pick and roll. They allowed the most points to pick and roll ball handlers of all teams it's only one game. So I get it. It's one game sample size, but nobody scored more. Nobody allowed more points via the pick and roll ball handler than the Raptors against the Cavs.
Yeah, Jakob not going to stop anybody by the rim, dude. He's tall, but you ever go car shopping and you see one of those inflatables?
Yeah.
The tall guy, and they just go like that. He literally looks like that defending, dude. It's bad.
And he can't move. That's a problem. He can't move his feet laterally.
No offense, Jakob. You're still in the circle of trust if you're watching.
Yeah,
I still bet on you. And you won the other night in rebound, so thank you for that.
There you go. But yeah, the Raptors allowed 30 points to the pick and roll ball handler. Last year, the Pacers led the NBA in points allowed to pick and roll ball handlers, 21.2. They were 9 points above that. Now that's, of course, small sample size. That number is going to come down, but just showing you how shredded they got by the pick and roll. And Maxey ran the most pick and rolls of any team that's played exactly one game. He ran the most of anybody. And he's going to do that again without their guys. Like nobody else can create their own shot on the Sixers team. So I think Maxey, I mean, like in the Sixers, like they just got to rack up wins when they can against bad teams without Embiid and Paul George. So Maxey's going to probably shoot another 30 times, probably going to have a lot more success doing so.
I like it. I was looking at Maxey earlier. That's how I knew he played 30 minutes. I was definitely looking into him for threes. Over 3.5 was barely plus money. So I was like, maybe I'll do that. But I'm like you. I don't know. I don't hit three ball bets as well as I would like to. I can live in the 1.5 range. So 1.5 plus money. I think if you were to do a breakdown, I think that's where I'm good. Anything over that, I'm not good. So there's that. But yeah, points is where it's at for me. So I like the points for Maxey. I think if there's anybody that could drop a 50 burger tonight, it's him. So
totally agree.
That just by breakdown, the team he's playing is again awful. Cannot stress enough how bad the Toronto Raptors are. So there is that, and I don't know. It's Maxey's usage without Embiid around. It's
crazy.
Like he could shoot 40 times, dude. He really could.
Good.
So, all right. So by my math, if you were to parlay all 9 of those legs, simple $10 parlay would get you $43,188.11.
That's not bad.
I mean, I feel like that's pretty good. Because this video probably just lasted about 20 something minutes. And in that 20 minutes, you were thoroughly entertained. So there's that. And you could have made $43,000.
It's a lot of money.
I feel like that's good, man. Where else can you get that? Seriously.
Nowhere.
I don't think.
I mean, if you were to try and pull the rug and rope-a-dope crypto, I think you're only getting like 27K just based on my knowledge of like no specific situation. That's just kind of what I know about this.
$43,000 is more than 27K. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So and you didn't rug pull anybody. So there is that. Again, if you want to get in on some of this cash, I don't have a shit coin to chill you, but what you can do is you can put your best bet into the comments, okay? Put it in there. Put your best bet in there. If you win, you will be eligible to receive $50 from whoever wins the least amount of units out of the 3 of us. I don't think it's going to be me. I think it's probably going to be one of the Matts because those are the only other 2 options. But if it is, whatever, we'll give it to you. Again, put your best bet in the comments. Do that right now, okay? Do the right. Don't forget. You're going to forget. You know you're going to forget. You always forget. So put it in there right now. And like I said, next Friday when you're watching the Thunderdome, you might hear your name called with me saying that you won $50 because you're better than one of the 3 of us. So that's awesome. Guys, I think we take enough of these people's time. I'm going to get out of here. I think you two should as well. If you need to find either one of them, at DeadPresPicks on Twitter for Matt McEwen, at Jedi Modi on Twitter or X if you want Matt Modi. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back at 4 o'clock today. We'll go with the tools at OddsJam to find some bangers for tonight. I can't wait to do that. I'll see you then.